my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Monday, March 25th. The year is 2019. And I've noticed something, and the last video I did was about the 2019 Miami spring break and some of the problems they're having in Miami, in the city of Miami, and along the beach, South Beach, and Miami Beach, with all the young tourists coming into the city and just kind of, fighting and stuff like that. So I posted some videos and I talked about the situation. But I noticed in the comment section, a lot of people kind of angry because I was talking about focusing on the black people in there and not focusing on the white people. The white people. They do it too. The white people. And I notice there's a common theme in a lot of my videos that people come into the comments, white people do it too. I don't give a fuck about no damn white people, what the fuck they doing. They have no bearings on my life or your black life. So go someplace and have a seat. So y'all so worried about white people and what the fuck they doing. There's chaos and mayhem and confusion in our communities, but there's the white people who don't give a fuck about your ignorant black ass and what the fuck is going on with you. I can imagine going through life worried about white. So if white people go start jumping off a cliff today in mass numbers, committing mass suicide, you niggas gonna follow the white people. But the white people are doing it too. You ignorant motherfuckers. Yes, I'm very aware that white teenagers went into places like Fort Lauderdale, Destin, and other places, and white folks chased their white asses out of there also. Had them handcuffed, shut down the beaches, did all kinds of stuff to give it to the white people that you so worried about. I'm very aware of that. I never discussed race in that video. I use the term nigga, but that's referring to how you do that in all my damn videos. But I'm very aware white teenagers do the same thing all over the United States in various places for spring break, and they get chased the fuck out too. Nobody wants a wild, raving human being tearing up their shit coming from someplace else and going back home. Fighting, fussing, and drunken, acting a motherfucking fool, no matter what race or color or nationality. Do you niggas get that? Then somebody said, oh, you supporting them on the lock-in? They're locking white folks up. Since you're also concerned about the white people, they went into these spring breaks and locked up a lot of white folks. And they clamped down. Fort Lauderdale got rid of that mess. And the problem in Fort Lauderdale, they had Destin, they had Daytona. They had, there were various places they've had problems with these spring breakers. White spring breakers, since you're also worried about the white people. Quit fucking worrying about them white folks. They don't give a fuck about your black ass. Worry about your own community. That's why our shit isn't so fucked up in disarray. Because we so busy worried about other people doing. Worry about our own community. We live here. I am 50. Will be 50 in a year. I'll be 49 in a few weeks for those of you counting and keeping tally of this. I expect some birthday gifts. I know I ain't gonna get shit from you motherfuckers. However, in the 49 years I walked on planet Earth, I've known approximately, been good friends with approximately, had about this many white folks in my house, 0. White people have no bearings on my life. I don't have any white friends, associates. I've had a few big people I do business with. In the 49 years I've lived here on planet Earth, I can probably count on my hand the amount of activities I've had intricately involving white people, other than work-related stuff. When I work and construction, and that's about it. What they do has nothing to do with my life in the scheme of things. Because I really don't deal with them, and they don't deal with me. And I bet you if you go talk to the vast majority of white people, they'll tell you the same thing. I don't know any black folks. I mean, other than my neighbor 2 doors down, and I see her children and her, but I've met her at the grocery store. I think that was her. They look alike. White folks ain't thinking about y'all motherfucking asses. But y'all so worried about them and what they think about your ignorant ass, because they don't give a shit about you. Look around you. How many white folks you see down in the hood? Yeah, I'm going to help y'all get a job and get employment. We're going to build some nice stores here. We're going to help change this whole community for you niggas. You wake me up when that happens. Until white folks come down to our communities when they about to take the fuck over it. Gentrification. Oh, this is nice. Look at the natives. The natives are a little wild, but we gonna run their asses out. Yeah, I like this land. This is a great location. It's level, it's flat, it's not flooding. No tornadoes, no earthquakes. Perfect. We like this. Put the flag down. Gentrification takes over. The only time white folks are interested in in your community when they about to take everything there. Don't quit worrying about them. And worry about your own community. Black folks could have beautiful communities if they just focus on their communities and quit trying to chase back. And then somebody say, well, you must love white people. I'm just keep trying to tell you, I don't know any white folks to love. White folks running around here. Ain't no niggas running around here either. But no, I don't know any white people. I know a few that I do business with. Few. That's it. I ain't got nothing against white folks. I'm not a racist. They got their issues, we have our issues. I know a few Hispanics. Maybe a few Asians, maybe. I don't know. Most people I deal with all day long are black people. My family members, associates, friends, all black. I'm in a new community I just moved into. It's predominantly black. For now. But I'm just going through gentrification. What can I do about that? Nothing. We've decided that our communities, we're not going to snitch. We're not going to tell all the kids out there being bad. We're going to raise heathens. We're not going to do certain things our communities go to despair. And so then, because, of course, the white people doing it too. But you go over to the white community, their shit is perfect. Clean, immaculate. Very little to no crime. And there's another thing. Even white folks are smart enough to know that they have a class system. Wealthy whites, middle class whites, poor white trash. Over here in the black community, just got black folks. No, that's how black folks see it. Always, we all black over here. No. You still got upper class black folks, middle class folks, blacks, and a bunch of poverty-stricken niggas. That happens in everywhere. So, but in our communities, it's unfortunate that we seem to squash all these black folks into one community. Oh yeah, I'm black, but I don't want to be bothered with a lot of you niggas. I don't. I prefer to be bothered with the white folks, the black folks in the upper class to wealthy black community. They seem to have some sense. You poverty-stricken Negroes that at the bottom of the totem pole, I don't want to be bothered with y'all. Yeah, you black, you look just like me. But I don't want to be bothered with just like the white folks, since y'all love to bring this example up. The white people! The wealthy white people don't be bothered with that white trash. They know better. You got wealthy whites, middle class whites, and then the poor trash. They don't want to be bothered with them. And it's kind of hard for that poor white trash to deal with them, get up there and deal with them wealthy white folks. There's a class system all over the world. Every race. Indians, Mexicans, Hispanics, Asians, it's everywhere. We have to understand that. Based upon your income and education and whatever you do in life or what aspirations you have. You can move between the rank, file, and rank. Anyone can. It's all based upon you and what you want to do. Yeah, I started off down at the bottom. But I'm up here at the top. No, I ain't really saying at the top over there. I'm still struggling from day to day. But I ain't asking you niggas for shit. Although I might want to go fund me for my new teeth I'm getting installed. I'm working on that. Begging for somebody, please help me with some teeth, Lord. Will you make one? Every donation you make will help me to be able to chew a steak without choking. Get on my fucking nerves. The white people. Every time I turn around, somebody remember the white people this, white people that, white people this. You white folks ain't think about y'all asses. They ain't think about you. They don't care. They're not concerned about you and your community and what problems you have. They do not give a fuck. Because if they did, you see some changes. You guys are not making enough money down there at Walmart. You should get raises. My God, how do you survive on such low-wage, meager salaries? You're working at this warehouse. You got these children to take care of. You have child care and food. We are going to work. We, the white people, are going to work to help you black folks make good income. And so you can live a better life, a better quality of life. Get the fuck out of here. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They worry about getting to the top on their side of the pole. They worry about climbing the ladder. Fuck you, nigga. I'm climbing the ladder over here. We also worry about the white people who clearly don't give a damn about you, your children, your education, your income, your community, your aspirations. They don't care. They never have. They never will. Why should they? Oh, we all human beings, right? I do agree with you there. There might be some white folks, I know some guys say, oh, Walter, I've met some really nice kind of white people. I've also met some really nice kind of white people. So, I've met some white kind of people who help me with all kinds of stuff. I ain't got nothing against white folks. I've said this a million times. I ain't got nothing against white folks. I don't really have any white friends or any associates. It's just because my circle just dealing with black folks all day. I have a few black business, I mean, just, when I did construction for damn near 20 years, excuse me, I'm about to damn coffee. Ooh. Most of the houses that Earl and I renovated were sold to white people. So most of my contractors that I work with, I was black, Hispanic, white, depending on what was going on. I've worked with all types of races when it came to work. So business is business for me. I don't care what the color of your skin is. Are you giving me a fair price? Are you showing up and getting the job done? Are you good? I've worked with some great black contractors, some great Hispanic contractors, some great white contractors. I had a great team of people. It took me some time to build this team. Race didn't matter to me. What can you do? I had guys who got out of prison, came working on job sites. I immediately put to work. Some of those guys are still working in construction. One guy started his own concrete company after getting out of prison, working with me, working his way up, working with his father, learning the concrete trade, which his father already knew. He really just didn't have a relationship with his father. I encouraged him to get a relationship with his father. His father was working in concrete. Now he has his own concrete company. He's still outpouring foundations and driveways. I see him all the time. He said, Walter, you should be doing this back in construction. I said, I can't. I'm done with that. You're very young. Enjoy. You're doing very well. Continue. See, I don't sit around here worried about the white people. No, I gotta get my own money and my own stuff. Because, like I said, they got plenty of white people living in poverty. There are more white people living in poverty than there are black folks because there's more white people in this country than there are blacks. That's just the math. This is it. But you can climb the rank and file. You can go up and down those ladders. The choice is up to you and your decisions that you make. My friend who got out of prison many years ago, who hooked up with his father, we really didn't know at that time. And he has a contracting company now. In doing foundation, he's also building homes. He's doing a lot of stuff. He made a decision. He didn't want to be a poor nigger. And he wasn't going back to prison. And he wasn't going to do all this stuff. I see that man all the time. He said, Walter, thank you for encouraging me. I said, that's what brother's supposed to do. And this is a straight man, and I'm gay. We get on fine. Now, there was a radio interview I did yesterday dealing with some ignorant niggas. It was just horrible. It was sad. Black folks, ooh, Lord, we can be so ignorant sometimes. It just don't make no motherfucking sense. Ignorant bunch of ignorant niggas. I had to hang up the phone, y'all. I got so frustrated. I said, look, I'm on this phone with these niggas. I got shit I need to do. I'm over here trying to stack paper. They worry about the homosexual agenda. We need a nigger agenda. Black folks need to come up with agendas so they can pull these communities out the problem, get all this poverty and mayhem and confusion and crime and shit. Black folks need an agenda. Fuck the gay agenda. Niggers need to come up with an agenda. And fast. Because we ain't got one. Yeah, if we do, it ain't working. I ain't heard about it. Quit worrying about the white folks, y'all. in the scheme of things is stupid. The only person holding you back is you. The only person that's keeping you from having success is you. You have to make it. Does racism exist? Yeah. Yeah, it does exist. Everywhere. It exists everywhere. There's an old saying, get in where you fit in. That's why I don't really deal with a lot of white folks. I ain't got time to deal with that racist shit. I don't waste my time with that mess. I don't. I never forget, a few years back, I was working on a home in Midtown, Virginia Highlands. We were renovating this really nice house. And this white couple came over to look at the house and like, oh, we wish we could do this work at the house. And I said, I can do that work for your house. He was like, well, will you do contracting work? I said, yeah, I renovated this house. They were like, they were in shock. So I sat out there in that porch talking to them for a while. And the comments they were making about black people and black contractors, I said, I don't want to be bothered with these white folks. I said, well, I'll tell you all what. Go out and get you some estimates from these white contracting companies here. As I told them, get these big contracting companies. There are a lot of companies that at the time, I can't think of the names. I said, let them come in and look at your house. Tell them what you want to do. Get you some prices. Get a consultation with them. And then let me look at what they're offering you. And I'll see if I could beat their price, which I know I could because I wasn't charging nowhere near what these white folks were charging. And they said, okay. So the white folks went and did exactly what I told them to do. They called, looked at a bunch of different companies that came in, looked at the stuff, got them estimates and stuff. And all the time I'm still working on the house, the Virginia Highlands. They're getting their estimates and stuff. They're really serious about this. They came back to see me. I went back. I already went over there and looked at their house. Oh, it's be easy thing. You drive an addition here, you can get your permits. This is simple. It's easy. I do this all the time. They went and looked at other houses I had completed. Came back. Finally, they came back and said, well, Walter, we looked at the stuff today. Now, I did give them an estimate. They looked at the other stuff they had. I gave them the estimate half the price. I still was making money. My crews were still going to be there. These were all licensed. Every permit was going to be pulled. I even told them who they could use for inspections, hire their own inspector as the work was being done. I gave them a price for half, because I saw those estimates. I thought, my God, these people are charging outrageous. Mine was literally almost half, a little bit more than half, about 60% of what these other companies were offering, were charging them to do this construction work. White couple. They came back to see me and said, well, we went with the other one because we just didn't know you and they have a better, and that's fine. I said, no, it's not a problem. And you chose the company, but I mean, you're paying an extreme amount of money just for a company that, you know, this is just the basic contracting work. This is not complicated. I mean, it's just stuff. He said, well, we just, you know, we had some problems in the past, blah, 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 blah. They hired this company. None of us knew the economy was about to tank. The economy tanked. The company them white folks hired went out of business, closed their doors. They had all these unfinished projects all over land, including that couple's house. Now, I'm still at my house, over there working it up. In the economy tank, we trying to sell it now. Doing a short sale. We still there at work, cleaning the yard. We didn't have to. We could get the house back to the bank. We said, no, let's go ahead and we didn't came this far. Let's sell it and just be done with it. They come back to me with tears in their eyes. We have an unfinished project here. They took our money and they're not there anymore. And we don't know what to do. And we thought they were a reputable company. I said, well, all these construction companies are taking a hit right now. I mean, they robbed from Peter to pay Paul. And they came to me and they wanted me to help them finish their project. Now, I had the crews. I said, okay, we're going to have to find some financing to finish this. You can pay for the work as it's being done. I will help you all with this. And then I thought about it. I don't want to bother the white folks. I'm just keeping it real. The project was half completed. I took some crew workers over there to look. They said, Walter, some of this shit got to be redone. This shit is fucked. I said, whoa. And I'm looking around like they didn't fuck these white folks' house up. They hired this well-known contractor, had commercials and TVs and advertising and all this shit. I went over and looked at that mess. I said, okay, My guys are saying that, I said, did y'all hire your own private inspector, home inspector as they were doing the work? No. I said, I told you to get you somebody to come in and look at the stuff as the work was being done. Well, we thought we trusted them. I said, so my guys are showing this needs to be done, this needs to be done, they didn't do this right, they didn't do this. I said, I really don't feel comfortable coming in behind these guys, doing this work, correcting this. I'm really involved in white folks. I don't want to, it's just, it's going to be expensive. We got to correct what they did. That's going to cost. Then it should have been done right the first time. Long story short, the house sat like that for years. Years. I would drive by and say, oop, they're still sitting there. They were living in that house, half completed. Had they hired my black ass to begin with, they wouldn't have had that issue. It would have got completed and done right. But because, this mocha chocolate skin here didn't have just some ad in Atlanta magazine, and I wasn't this smiling, glazing face and blue-eyed and blonde hair, they chose a higher bid and got fucked over. So that's why I don't worry myself about white folks. That's their own issues. That shit didn't have nothing to do with me. They kept going around the big, and I said, y'all, it's just too much work. I don't know. I gotta pay for this. You gotta we're gonna go and try this. We're gonna do that. I said, you'll find somebody. It took years. I would drive by the house and it sat there. Years. They finally did complete it, but it didn't look nothing like what they originally wanted. And if they chose me, it would have been beautiful and done right and finished before the economy tanked. But hey. Anyway. Well, the white people, y'all love screaming that niggas get on my damn nerves. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. My mother's supposed to have been over here. It's going on 10 o'clock. She's going to be there at 9 o'clock. We got shit I need to do. She got some issues I need to resolve. But I'm like, where are you at? Go on the phone and get her. Anyway, today it is Monday, March 25th. The year is 2019. I'm Walter Lee Hampton II. I'm the black people. Ain't thinking about the white people. You just love white people, Walter. No, I love humans. I like people who respect me and I respect them. Ain't got nothing against white folks and I ain't got nothing against black folks. I love all people. It's unfortunately what's going on in Miami. The kids should have went down there with some sense. And they could have been welcomed back into that city. The stuff that's went down on Miami and South Beach, I was saddened to see that. I didn't say white people were better and carry themselves better because they'd go down there and do the same things in Fort Lauderdale. They got chased out of Fort Lauderdale. Destin and few of white people were chased out of these areas also, and they didn't want them back. And they can't go back. They squashed those events, those spring breaks. Google this story. It's all over the internet about what happened in Fort Lauderdale. But anyway, let me get out of here and enjoy my day. Today is Monday, March 5th, the year 2019. I'm out of here. You guys enjoy your Monday.